As all of you know, I have a strange addiction to old BMWs, and I want to talk about my latest love affair with this E38 7 Series, which unfortunately has been sold now. But I just want to tell you a little bit about it. Okay, go.
Okay, okay, I'm just gonna... What were your first impressions of the car?
Terrible. It was creaking. It looks like a pedomobile, and I felt like I was going to have to order some better European breakdown cover.
Why did you buy the car?
Because I had to, basically. My M5 was broken. I was like, oh God, I'm not going to need a car, or I'm going to have to cancel the trip. I'm tripping over my words there.
Has it been reliable?
Yes and no. That seems like a stupid answer. It's been reliable in the sense it hasn't left me stranded on the side of the road. However, there are little niggles in this car that constantly need attention. And I think that's the thing that lets it down. But overall, on the whole, it's been a completely reliable car. It's crashed and got me home. Can't complain.
Give me one positive of this car.
One positive, it's really comfortable. It's like DFS on wheels.
One negative.
It's massive, and when you're going in a small town or trying to park in a multi-storey car park, it's a pain. So when it comes to handling, it's not bad. I've given it some beans around some corners and it's been fine, but it's not really a car you want to be doing hairpins all day in, which I'm funnily enough doing right now. It's a bit cumbersome, it does wallow a bit. It's more of a waft machine. You don't need to be going around corners very fast. Because I was thinking, if I had my M5, I'd be bottoming out on all the apexes going down the hill. But with this, there's no issue with that. You kind of have to turn into the corner a bit and let it settle with its body roll, and then turn some more, and it sort of grips really nicely. So yeah, if you want a performance car, I definitely wouldn't get this, and you probably wouldn't be looking at this if you want a performance car, but
Does this car make sense to purchase in 2024?
To a normal person, probably not. Most of them aren't ULEZ compliant. It's massive, it's gas guzzling, it drinks through petrol. They say you can get sort of high 20s MPG. I barely see above 20, but that says more about my driving. You could probably, if you're driving it every day on motorways, get in the high 20s easily. So no, but if you're a BMW enthusiast, I have no doubt that it will not disappoint you. It's comfortable, it's great for dailying, you can cruise it, and if you've got guaranteed parking on the other end, you know, why wouldn't you have this? Maybe an updated sat-nav system or head unit so you can play some music or do Apple CarPlay, but on the whole, I rate this car.
Can you give me 4 potential advisories you'd give to someone who is buying this car?
Check for rust. So do a proper pre-purchase inspection. Have a look at your arches, your sills, and your fuel tank, because that's known to leak on these cars. Secondly, I'd say check the automatic gearbox, make sure that's been maintained properly and regularly. They're pretty bulletproof. However, if it's been looked after, you'll know that it'll go the extra distance for you. This car comes with a 5 HP 30 gearbox. I can't really complain about it. It was my first BMW Auto. Everyone told me to stay away. However, it's really nice. It's not as quick as your modern 8-speed ZFs or whatever they're called, but I can't complain. I've said I can't complain so many times, but yeah, I can't. It's got manual mode and a sport mode. Both very usable. Recommend, 100%. Love you, BMW Autos.
What was that for?
No, that was 2, wasn't it? Oh God, I've got to do 2 more. Check the engine and see if the timing chains have been done. These M62s are fairly hardy engines. However, that's one thing that I know that goes wrong on them a lot. And you'll get some chain slap sometimes, or it'll make some noise. See if it's been done or if there's any evidence that it's starting to go. Finally, have a good look underneath the bonnet. Check for leaks. Rocker cover gaskets, power steering system, and your cooling system, I think, are common things that would go on this. Make sure you've done your due diligence with this car, just to avoid any nasty things coming to bite you later on down the line. Oh, dead animal.
Do you think you buy another one?
Yes. When I've got some disposable income that I can just drop on a 7 Series and not worry about, I'm definitely going to get another one. Preferably with more of a spec that I like, some heated seats, a nicer colour, not a massive gash in the front of the bonnet. Just a bit of understeer, isn't it? That makes it look terrible, like I'm an Albanian sex trafficker. What?
You definitely can't say that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if it makes the final cut.
Will you miss this car?
I thought I wouldn't. I thought, oh, I'm getting rid of a pain in the bottom. However, I think it's more the memories I've created with the car maybe that's given me rose tinted glasses. But I think I'll definitely miss the concept of a 7 Series within my life, or an E38 7 Series anyway.
What engines would you recommend?
This car came with a multitude of engines: the 728, the 730, the 735, the 740 and the 750. Personally, if you want a daily car, I'd recommend the 728 if you're not too fussed about the V8 sound and massive power. And personally, if you just want a big, nice engine, I'd go for the 740. Everyone says the 750, but I think the 740 is the best all-rounder. This particular one is the non-Vanos 4.4 litre V8 M62, which lower down, you don't have as much pulling power and it feels a bit docile. However, when you get past 4K, it really starts pulling, and you have the benefit of not having to deal with the Vanos system. So I guess that helps in terms of reliability.
What's it like driving around the town?
Really nice car to drive around town. This is fucking shit. Honestly, I never want to do this again. It's comfortable, it takes corners nicely, obviously not sportily, but it takes them nicely. You don't feel like you're being chucked about. On the whole, I recommend it for driving every day. Hold on, there's an aeroplane. That is actually a turboprop engine. You get good sideways visibility in back and front. The only visibility I'd say where this car lacks is for parking. You can't really see the direct front of the car like on some cars you can. You kind of have to peer across and peer over, maybe get some assistance from outside. It's not terrible, but it's not the easiest to park. The interior, perfect. If you're in the back, it's great, it's comfortable. You have those really nice leather sort of side panels that make such a difference. Never realised that it would make such a difference. For the driver, everything feels like it's angled towards the driver. It still feels like a driver's car. You might not think that with a 7 Series. You might think it's all about the passenger, but I don't think BMW forgot about the person sitting in this seat. So really, sat in standstill traffic like I am now should be a comfortable experience. But where the E38 really shines is on the autobahns of Germany. You've got lots of storage, 2 cubby holes in the driver and the passenger door, and the rear doors have 1 cubby hole. Lots of little compartments that pop up that you can put money. Actually, you have a dedicated money holder here, which I really like. Dual zone climate control, really great. You can control the temperature and fan speed for the left and the right independently, which I love. The dashboard, really simple, tells you everything you need to know, and the onboard OBD computer thing, really easy to use. If you can't use that, you're a spastic. You've got electronic windows and you have electronically adjustable mirrors, nice touch. You've got the classic normal BMW electric seats, which if you've ever owned an old BMW, pretty standard. The only thing that I prefer about these over my M5 is the top section you can sort of curl over, which you can't do on my heritage leather seats in my M5, which I really like. You can control the headlights, they go up and down. I really wish I had that in my M5. One negative about the lights, it's the pre-facelift model. They feel a bit like there's an old man with a candle in front of your car, guiding the way for you. Oh God, there's a line across my face. God, it sounds like a wet fart. Electronically adjustable seats. You've got a memory function as well, which is great. Works really nicely. Haven't had an issue with the seats yet, which I love. Mwah. The CD system is all right. The speakers, like standard speakers in here, are better than my M5 speakers, which really annoys me. Strange. The boot's massive. You can get about 4 golf bags in there, I reckon. That's anecdotal, not official BMW advice. Probably get 2 dead prostitutes in there, should you need to. The battery's stored in there. You've got a little bit, I think this has a spare wheel. Don't quote me on that, I need to look. Basically, all round, really comfortable car, very drivable. If you're a passenger, you're going to be really comfortable. You're going to fall asleep immediately. If you're a driver, you're going to finish driving, you're going to get out of the car, you're going to feel refreshed. It's not going to feel like your bum has been absolutely rattled by Johnny Sins. There you go. The BMW 7 Series. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. Not this one, but I would buy one again. I love the 7 Series. It's got a special place in my heart. I think E46 M3, my E39 M5 and an E38 would be my ideal garage. It's a jack of all trades then. You can do literally everything. Perfect. Voila. Arrivederci. Goodbye. Or we're in a German car. Auf Wiedersehen. Bis schon. Ich finde die BMW E38 sehr gut. Ja, sehr gut. Es ist die beste als deutsche Engineering.
Lovely British touch.
Yeah, British touch. Well, we didn't conquer them for nothing, did we?